racetrack.
The brickyard.
Yeah, brickyard.
Yeah.
And I drove an old 1931 Willis around it as fast as it would go.
What? A 19 what?
1931 Willis. And on the way back, it conked out up there at Kansas City and took to the junkyard, got $5 for it, caught up freight train. Yeah. I got out of school in 1938.
What year was that? Do you remember? How old was you think? How old was you when you did that?
Let's see, I was 16.
And you was born in what year?
21.
1921. So it'd be 31. Be about 1937 or so, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I got out of school in 38. It was 30 or 36 when Roosevelt was president.
Yeah, I guess.
It was inaugurated in 36.
I don't remember much about that. I wasn't here. Where was you born, anyway? Where was you born?
Cherryville, Kansas.
Yeah, you told me that.
Dr. Gasser delivered me.
Who?
Dr. Gasser.
I don't know.
He was the doctor there at Cherryville.
Now, what was your mama's name? Do you remember?
Ethel Malise.
Ethel
Malise.
Elise?
Malise.
Is she buried over there, or is she buried? No, who's buried out here at Bartlesville? I thought that was your mom out here.
No, that's Mom, my stepmother.
Oh, your stepmom. So your real mom, is she buried over at Cherryville?
She's buried in Cherryville, Kansas.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's where my dad's buried, and my mom. And great-grandpa was buried over there. He was in the Civil War.
Your great-grandpa was buried there?
Yeah, Cherryville.
What was his name? Do you recall? Is he buried near your parents, or?
He's buried there in Independence with my grandma, my grandpa, my dad, and my mother. I don't know who's all buried there in Cherryville.
42.
Or late 40, 41.
Late 41, early 42. And they shipped you out. Where'd you do boot camp? Where'd you do that at?
I done boot camp in San Diego, California.
Oh, Lord. Miramar? Did you go to Miramar? Is that where you went, or what did they call it back then?
It was Marine Corps Naval Station.
Yeah, they called it Miramar. Well, for a while the air base was called Miramar.
Yeah, it was an air base there.
Yeah, that's called Miramar, or was anyway. And
they were right next to that. It was a naval.
Yeah. It's still there.
Right next to it was the Consolidated Liberator, where they built the Consolidated Liberator.
What the hell is that?
That's a big bomber they had back in World War II.
Oh, you know, that's where Rosie the Riveter was working. Rosie the Riveter, remember the advertisement of Rosie? I know where that is. That's right down on the shore.
They had the Marine Corps barracks was there.
The Marine Corps
barracks. That's where the Marine Corps was stationed, and the Navy was stationed there too.
Yeah, the Navy's still stationed there.
Yeah.
I don't know whether the Marines are there or
They
not.
still got it there. They had but so much of that stuff has changed out. See, I went to boot camp and I went out to the rifle range at Camp Elliott. They don't have it no more. It's Pendleton.
Camp, what was it called? Camp
Elliott.
Elliott?
That was a rifle range there at Elliott.
Old Camp Kearney to be used for Marines, artillery, and machine gun training.
Yeah, that was up to.
How about that? So the old internet knows about that, yeah? So that's where you were trained. And, oh, look at here. I
I went to school on on the 90 millimeter.
90 millimeter?
Field piece, artillery. And the 40 millimeter.
40 millimeter field piece?
Yeah.
40.
It was an anti-aircraft weapon, 40 millimeter was, when it first come out. And then,
that's a pretty good sized gun.
yeah, in there. Yeah, about that big around the shell was. And it was about that long.
Lord.
I was stationed in Australia at Ballarat. I don't know what they call that Marine Corps. We built that base when we come off the canal.
What was it called? Spell it for me. What is it? What was it called?
Ballarat?
B-A-L-L?
I don't know how you spell it. It was Ballarat, Australia.
B-A-L...
Obama went there here a few months ago. When he went to Australia.
I don't know anything about that. I can look it up though. Australia.
I was there 8 or 9 months. And we retrained out there. They have got a lot of stuff. We retrained there.
And then what happened? You were there for 9 months, you say?
Yeah.
And then what happened? Where'd you go after that?
We went to, we left there and went to New Guinea.
I've heard of that. New Guinea. Let's see if I can bring that up.
We went up to New Guinea. We was there.
New Guinea. How do you spell that? G-U...
Dad, don't ask me those crazy names and crazy spelling like it.
New Guinea. Oh, it's G-U-I-N-E-A. Alright, and here's a picture of New Guinea. Which...
The biggest town in the army was fighting up at May.
At who?
On the island.
Well, let me see if I can bring that up.
That's the biggest town in New Guinea. That was the capital of New Guinea.
This damn thing. View image. Port Moresby.
Yeah, that's where we landed, Port Moresby there in New Guinea.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. That's where we landed right here.
Yeah.
Let's see, all multiple, let's see, we made the landing Christmas Day. That new,
Christmas Day,
no, well, I'm trying to think. We landed
New Guinea.
Cape Gloucester.
Yep, you're right. New Britain Island and Pape, I guess that's how you say it, P-A-P-U-A,
Yeah.
New Guinea, Island Group, Bismarck, has about 14,000 square miles. That's not a small island. Oh, no,
We landed on one end of the island, and the Rabaul was up on the other end, Japanese stronghold.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was, the Japanese stronghold was right up here.
Yeah.
You see that little nook in there?
Yeah.
With the Japanese, that was horseshoe, like this.
Yeah. That's where they're strong.
That's where I volunteered on the PT boat and went up there and made that raid on Rabaul.
Rabaul.
That's where I got the Silver Star.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, yeah. It's showing me. Look at here. There it is, Rabaul.
Yeah.
Right at the very top. That's pretty big, though.
Oh, yeah, big Japanese stronghold up there. That was their supply area.
So how long did it take you guys to take that place?
We didn't take it. Do you see Talisea on there anywhere?
Wait a minute, let me see.
It's about halfway up.
Well, there's a thing called...
Talisea. And that's where I was at when...
Let's see if I can bring it up.
It was in late 43. The Japanese the Australian boomerangs, shot up on PT boats.
Australian boomerang?
Yeah, the Australian Air Force. It was at night, they seen the PT boats and they scraped them and they thought they were Japanese on account of the harbor here. See? And they was out here and they got shot up, and so they pulled into Talisea. And that's where they was. They was there for about a week and reloaded everything, and that's where I volunteered to do patrol duty. And we patrolled
Talisea.
Yeah. That's where I got the tropical parasite.
Oh, U.S. Marines invading Talisea. Whoa, let's have a look at that.
Yeah, we made that land in Talisea. They took an LCM. That was a
landing craft.
Yeah, for invasion. And the front end dropped down.
Yep.
And we took our 37 and set it right up in the bow of that LCM, and then we used it as a shelling out and for the
clear the path. How long was you there?
We secured the place there. We secured it.
Yeah.
And that is MacArthur. There at New Britain. He comes short, New Britain, and when he comes short, they lined up army on his side, and he walked down, did a big shot. You know.
Yeah.
And the heli island was secured. It wasn't that we was running around up there and
skivvies, huh?
Skivvies and stuff, and no rifles. Haven't been secured for a couple of months. See, I was on a 37 anti-tank weapon, and we by hand did. Yeah, 37 anti-tank weapon.
Anti-tank weapon.
It was anti-tank because we fired at tanks. Used canisters to fire the soldiers, and we had the armor piercing.
So where'd you go after you did that thing? You got that thing?
We left there and we went back to Vuvu in Australia.
Probably not.
That was between Melbourne and Sydney. Yeah, we trained at Vuvu and went up to Palu. And we secured that island. Then we went back to Vuvu and then went to Okinawa.
Oh, you did? You went to Okinawa? I didn't realize that. Somehow I thought you were at Guadalcanal too, but apparently not.
Yeah.
Oh, you did go to Guadalcanal?
Yeah. I don't go to Guadalcanal. Yeah, I was out at the very end of Hendersonville. That was the air base.
Henderson Air Base.
Yep. And
oh, I probably got you out of sequence here.
That was on Guadalcanal. Yeah, we went to Palu. They set up our gun. Our gun was sitting right on the horseshoe. They call it the horseshoe because it was shaped that way, and they had a big artillery piece on the railroad track there. And they pulled it out of that cave.
Oh, the Japanese did?
Yeah, Jackson pulled it out and they could fire out over into the bay with ships and stuff. And every time they pull that gun out, then we'd start firing up there.
Give them hell.
37. I mean, faster we could fire up in there and drive them back in the cave.
They didn't stand much of a chance, did they? Not really. They were kind of cornered there. But that was a pretty bloody deal, too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of people died out there.
Yeah, there on Palu, there was 8% of the Marines were wounded.
So Japanese knew what they were doing.
Oh, yeah, that was a they say they've had that for years and years and years.
What infantry division were you with? Do you recall? In the Marines, what corps? What was the?
I was in weapons company.
Weapons company, but
weapons.
Was it part of the?
Yeah, it was.
What was the official?
We were attached to the 7th Marine Division.
7th Marines, okay.
Not the. It's a regiment, 7th Regiment.
Oh, okay, 7th Regiment.
Yeah, the gun I was on was attacked. It had a 37, a 50 millimeter, and a 30 millimeter. That was the whole entire gun crew. And we were attached to the 7th Marines. When they made a push, we went with them.
I'm with you.
With the 1st and 7th Regiments decimated by heavy losses, the 5th takes control of the attack on the pocket, 1,200 yards long, 400 yards wide.
You couldn't even see where the fire came from. And you began to wonder, well, how in the hell are we going to knock those positions out if you just got this maze of coral rock up there that had been covered with vegetation? It was now all blasted off. It was obvious to us that we had absolutely hit a stone wall, and we're just battering ourselves to pieces against the thing.
Just fire, 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 you know, machine gun fire, BAR fire, M1 rifle fire, Jap fire. You could hear the bullets singing off of the coral rock, you know, from the enemy side of it. Men getting wounded, men hollering for corpsmen. It was hell for some time on that region, I'll tell you.
We'd cussed the ground, we'd cussed the weather, we cussed the terrain. It was in the jungle, we said, you know, there's a damn tree. Down there, we cussed the coral rock. We continually cussed the Japs.
When you knew you had them beaten and that there was nowhere they could go, and then still, by God, they killed, and you could not get them to surrender. And this fury built up in you. You know, what's the matter with these crazy damn people? That their military code is such that they're not going to give up, and they're going to fight to the last man. Well, by God, we'll kill them to the last man.
Demolitions wouldn't come up just on every call, but the bigger caves and things, well, we call for demolitions. Those boys would come up and we just blow them shut.
Our artillery regiment were firing point blank at any caves that they were told about. But they were firing right over our heads. And they weren't more than a couple hundred yards behind us. Once the airport was taken and Marine pilots could land on the airfield, they were flying some of the shortest bomber runs ever made during World War II. No more than 500 yards to the top of the ridges of Bloody Nose Ridge and the Umabrogo pockets. And they were dumping napalm